Then we move into practicing drills for a straight wrist grab. Now on the straight wrist grab, if you look at your manuals that I gave you, I give you several different options for a straight wrist grab. So the very first option is to always go against the person's thumb. Regardless of how they grab a hold of you, whether it's cross grab or straight grab or whatever, we want to take our arm and go against it. So with the bandana, you're using the bandana to teach you to bring up both hands and not just bring up one hand, okay? So the bandana training is to trying to teach you how your body all works together as a functioning whole body defense, and not just, oh, someone grabbed my wrist and let me stand over here and try to figure out how I'm going to defend myself when all of the rest of my body is just standing there and not doing anything. It all needs to be moving together, okay? We're a human person, we're an entire entity, okay? And so we need to use all of our body's strength against whatever it is that's coming in, because trust me, whatever they're bringing to you, they're bringing their whole body in. You're not going to ward it off with a single arm. It doesn't make a difference how big you are or how strong you think you are. The other side is stay soft and stay relaxed, okay? I talked earlier in the other videos about, you know, the matador is not going to stand in front of the bull going, okay, that's fine, I'm smarter than the bull, and when he comes in, I'm just going to knock him to the side. No, the bull's going to run him over. He needs to be smart enough to get out of the way of the bull and let the bull go on by, okay? The same thing as if something's moving in and somebody's coming in aggressively at you, you need to, you know, split their body thinking about where you're going to move them, or backing up and you're just splitting the body to take their balance and get out of their way. Move them along, all right? So when we do these straight wrist grabs, it's the same thing. So they grab a hold of your wrist on a straight wrist grab, meaning from the same side, and all you're going to do is bring up both hands. But now you're still standing in front of the person. So that's where we use our footwork, where we move laterally. So as we're moving laterally, that simply means that, yes, one foot's going to go behind the other, but rather than going back behind it, you want to kind of go sideways and move this way. So what I want to do is I want to get out of the way of this energy coming in this direction. So as I'm standing here, they grab a hold of my wrist, and as soon as they get a hold of my wrist, my hands are coming up and I'm spinning and I'm leaving out of the picture in a 45-degree angle trying to get away. Then just practice it on the other side. I don't want to have my shoulders all come up and be all scrunched up when I'm doing this, okay? Raise your hands up. Get them up and protect your head. Get them up there where your head's protected. And as your hands are coming up to protect your head, you move laterally, you pivot around, and you leave. Okay? So just practice those little movements. Hands up, turn, step. Go back to the front. Hands up as you're turning and you're stepping. You're just moving away. Okay? They grab a hold of your wrist in a cross grab. It's the same thing. Hands up, turn, go. Hands up, turn and go. Those are not the only ways. Okay, so we have a straight wrist grab, and I've taught you how to bring your hand up, but the concept and the idea of somebody grabbing a hold of you and their ability to hang on to you is simply whether or not you want to share energy with them and let them hold on to you. Okay, so in class I've talked to you about, you know, oh, look at the bird. And so if you're not thinking about the actual grab, you can move your hand any direction you want. Go, oh, look, did you see the rabbit? He ran around that way. And if they're holding on to you, you're going to send that person flying that way. Okay? Same thing, they grab straight across on this side. You know, point in different angles. You go where you want to go. Don't let them pull you where they want you to go. They get a hold of you and you go, hey, did you see that over there? Oh, look, there's an airplane. You know, did you see the bird? It just flew down to the ground by the rabbit. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay? But don't make your martial arts difficult and don't make it hard on yourself, okay? All you're trying to do is get out and escape, all right? So when you're practicing your drills, think about the various things that I've taught you, okay? We do the little Pledge of Allegiance movement, so practice that drill, you know? Jump it around, mix it up, because you don't know what you're going to do or how you're going to do it or what's going to happen. Every situation, every scenario is going to be different, all right? it depends on what the pressure or it is, or what the energy is from the other person. Are they pulling you? Are they pushing you? Are they holding you? Are they pushing down? Are they trying to lift you up? There's a lot of different things that are going on. The other thing is that I talked about circles, you know, moving things in a circle. So even if we're talking about raising our hands up like this in front of us, we're making a circle here. We're driving our elbow towards our opponent as our hands are coming up. We're creating a circle. That's what's helping us get out. It's using leverage and a fulcrum, and we're just breaking out of the hand. And it's a circular movement. But don't leave this one down and only break out with one hand and leave this hand down not doing anything. Both hands need to get up, and they need to be protecting your head and creating space. And from there you can figure out where you're going to go next, or what you're going to do with the opponent next. And you don't know what the opponent's doing with their other hand. If they're coming out with an edged weapon, if they're coming out just to punch you or to grab you or grab you in another way. So you want to stay relaxed and stay responsive to whatever is happening, but you want to get ahead of whatever it is that they're doing. So you're not waiting around to go, okay, I'm out of the wrist grab. Oh, now he grabbed me by my hair, and so I'm going to come up here, roll my elbow, and push their head down. Don't wait around for them to grab you, okay? If you're out, you should be leaving. If they grab a hold of your hair from the back, the hands come up, you grab a hold of the hair, turn back around towards them, roll over from the front, throw them down, and then go. Okay? The idea is to escape. It's to identify, respond, and escape.